Stupid, 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 stupid. How absolutely brain dead can you be? What is my catchphrase? Please enlighten me. What is my catchphrase? What do I say I always am? 12 steps ahead of everyone. Everyone. And that counts apparently double for one heroic Jonah Shwarts. Oh, how brave you were, Jonah. How brave you were super kicking a security guard and jumping the barricade illegally to try to cost me my world championship under the guise of helping RCCW and sticking it to Nick Club, when in actuality it was all about you, and nobody else but you. You didn't do that for Rick, you did it for yourself because you're a bitter little piece of rotting shit who can't get over the fact that I embarrassed you. Instead of actually trying to forget the past and move on, you had to make yourself look like an even bigger jackass by trying to act all tough, high, and mighty, and acting like you have this moral high ground on me. Jonah, you're a wimp. You are the biggest pathetic loser I've ever seen in my existence. The fact that you're so obsessed with me, that you think that you're haunting me, let me tell you this. You are not haunting me. If anything, I am haunting you. You are obsessed. You are like a creep who keeps following me around. Get over yourself. You will never, and I mean never, be the reason I lose this championship. Hell, nobody will ever be the reason I lose this championship. I'm gonna be the champion for as long as I live. You'll have to pry this title from my cold, dead hands. But even that's an impossibility because what you cannot do is kill a god. So, what chance do you think you have of slaying the God of Gods? The man who put the sword to the back of Two Twisted Merc at Evolve. The man who has done nothing but defend this championship on his own, might I add. All of you want to get on to me, but you always seem to forget through your tragedy. What makes it even more tragic is I do this constantly on my own. Every defense I've had thus far, the only interferences have not been on my part, but rather against my opponent, not to help me. I don't need help to be the RCCW World Champion. But apparently everyone else does need help to win it. Apparently, from how Jonah seems to think, the entire RCCW roster are nothing more than a bunch of pansies who have to rely on his untrained ass to help them screw me out of the championship. What would that have accomplished, Jonah? Had your idiotic plan actually succeeded, what would that have done? Would it have silenced me? Would it have shut me up? No, it would have put a big, fat asterisk on the side of whoever would have won that championship. From looking at it, it was probably going to be Kurt Bale had you succeeded. Do you think Kurt Bale wanted to win the title that way? Do you really think Kurt Bale needed your help? And I thought I was bad. You made me out to be the villain, Jonah? Jonah, you just completely insinuated the RCCW roster can't get the job done. Congratulations. A lot of respect goes to you for being such a fucking douchebag. Such an inconsiderate dick you are, you know? And here's a tip, by the way, Jonah. If you're gonna screw me, don't tell me you're gonna do it, you idiot. Because you were sitting there all high, yo, you won't see it coming. You won't see it coming. Saw it coming. Saw it coming a mile away. And I'm still the champion. All thanks to you, dummy. And if you even think you have any idea of doing that again, no, not at all. Because the RCCW roster hating your guts now for being an arrogant little douchebag are the least of your concerns. Because, Jonah, I have enlisted an old face that my sister once used. A lawyer by the name of Sir James M. Esquire. Ring a bell? You know, the lawyer that Lynn and her little anchor before, Lynn kicked her ass at Five-Way Dance. The one they used to try to get that big gauntlet it refused to lose? Yeah, I've enlisted his assistance. Because, Jonah, I'm suing you. That's right. I am suing you for assault and battery. And not only that, but trespassing, assaulting an officer of the law, and various other offenses that you committed at Five-Way Dance. Oh, wait. Before you get any ideas of getting your own lawyers for what I did to you at Five-Way Dance and all the way back at CEW, I have quick counter-arguments to both of those. What happened in CEW was a sanctioned hardcore match. And what happened at Five-Way Dance was strictly self-defense, because you instigated the fight. So, you're shit out of luck. So you can expect, maybe on your next edition of the Little Blue Zone, to see Mr. Esquire appear. But don't worry, I'm not completely heartless, Jonah. No, see, because I'm willing to drop all the lawsuits on you. I'm willing to forget a Five-Way Dance even happened. No harm, no foul. Well, harm to you, not to me, but that's besides the point. All you gotta do is hear Mr. Esquire out, as he's going to give you some terms that you're going to have to abide by if you want this little lawsuit to disappear. Don't take my kindness for granted now, Jonah. I'm only going to do this once. But I want to move on to a bigger fish in the pond. Someone who decided to once again put my name in their mouth. And no, I ain't talking about that plastic Barbie doll bitch, Miss X. No, she's too busy moaning after every sentence in CCL. No, I'm talking about the leader of what is called the most dangerous faction in the all of virtual wrestling. One Spike Spiegel of Spiral. Spike Spiegel, at the ACL draft this year, decided he wanted to put my name in his mouth. Talk about how I'm a white-haired punk, how I'm an embarrassment to the wrestling world, that my stable is unoriginal. Congratulations! Wow! That's like a revelation that the Nick Club totally isn't inspired by the Bullet Club. This is like the factoid that everyone and their mother tries to use against Nick Club. I mean, the aforementioned Miss X used it. Various other names have used it, and you are no different, Spike Spiegel. Now, despite what happened at Five-Way Dance, I have a smidgen of respect for Rick C, even after all that has been said between us. And I have to say, I agree with Rick on this one. Sure, he may have thrown hands with me at Five-Way Dance to help Jonah, but I agree with him when it comes to you, Spike. If you want to say all this trash, you want to talk all this shit about me, about this company, then how about this? I'm going to open up the door, wide open, and you can bring all the friends you want. I will stand there in the doorway with my championship over my shoulder, and I will be there to welcome you to the house that Lincoln Loud built. And if you want to say anything to me and Rick, and hell, say it's the entire roster, why don't you? Be my guest. Because I know Nick Club is public enemy number one when it comes to RCCW. But I think even I can say we'd put all of our differences aside for one night, maybe two, when it comes to Spiral. This is a message to not just you, Spike Spiegel, the idiot that I'm going to be suing, and hell, you know what, let's throw it out there. Everybody in the virtual wrestling world, whether it be from OSOK, to Tiger's Den, to the Eye, or whatever the hell he's calling himself, to TGO, Eddie Checkmate, Grandview Gang, Brute Force, all the irrelevant morons who aren't me, myself, and Nick Club. You've been warned. Nick Club isn't just a Bullet Club mockery. We're beyond that at this point. Nick Club is the single most dominant force in RCCW. The hell with the network, to hell with the cankers, to hell with every other stable in the world. Fuck them. We, the Nick Club, are taking over. We don't care where, we don't care when. But if you're going to put our names in your mouth, or not even have the courage to say our name, but rather insinuate towards us, then you can expect hell to pay. Because we are locked, we're loaded, and we're going to add all of you to the cancellation count. Bang. The warning shot's been fired.